Greetings, 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 and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's a privilege to be on today. Normally, Sunday is my day off, but since I've gotten a new blessing in my life, I now decide to come on a Sunday and to spend some time with you all, my friends and family members. So let me introduce myself. I see some hearts going up. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the likes. I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, mentor, spiritual healer, and guide. And above all, I consider myself a friend, a sister on this journey, and for some, a mother on this journey. I just mentioned that I've got a new blessing, which I'm going to be telling you about later on. So I am really, really and truly overjoyed. Can you imagine that it has been 12 months on the 20th of September? It's 12 months since I got this new divine assignment and was directed out of Connecticut to a new location. A new location where I have been in Florida since September 20th. I left Connecticut on September the 17th. I arrived in Florida on the 20th of September. So it's 1 full year that I have accepted this new divine assignment. And family, even though this has been some kind of a roller coaster, let me put my glasses on, I'm not reading it. Although these past 12 months has been a roller coaster, and in some cases, I think it is safe to say it had been a tornado as well. But look at me. I am still standing. I am still standing. Through it all, I am still standing. Still standing, guys. And that's what I'm going to talk about. What keeps me standing no matter what? I'm going to talk to you about the system that I have been using over these past years of my life. And if you have been a part of my community for any length of time, you have heard me spoke on several occasions about investing in your universal bank account. If you have heard me spoke about that, you can let me know. Since the 5th of September, I have earned the benefit of withdrawing from my universal bank account. You may be asking how. Remember, I just mentioned about the turmoil and the hurricane and the tornado that I've gone through for the past 12 months? On the 5th of September, I was blessed with a job. And how that job came about, it was a direct withdrawal from my universal bank account. You know how I know it was a withdrawal from the universal bank account? I called the company up. I asked whether or not they were hiring. They said yes. Why don't you set up an in-person interview? I was speaking to the lady on Friday evening at about 4:15, and I said to her, I will be there on Monday at 12 noon. She said, I'll see you then. 12 noon, I present myself there. The lady at the front desk asked me if I had completed an application already. I told her yes, on Indeed, because I was for how many months I was applying for whatever I could get on Indeed, and even went to the career center. And I told the lady, yes, please share the live because somebody needs to hear this story so that they can be encouraged as well. And after the lady walked around the corner, the Spirit said to me, no, you did not apply for this position on Indeed. You actually called the company up on the telephone. So when she came back to me, I apologized and I said, my apologies, ma'am. I called on the telephone, so I have not filled out an application. She said, okay, I will print you an application. And the executive director, I did not know that the lady I spoke to on the phone was the executive director for this company. She came out and she greeted me warmly and she said, Daphne, let me be honest. I do not remember anything that you and I talked about. And I said to her, we did not talk about much. I told you I was fairly new to the state. I told you my name. I asked you if you were hiring. And you said, yes, you were. I should schedule an in-person interview. I told you I'll be here at 12 on Monday. Here I am. Family, I want you to hear me. When I tell you it's important to deposit in your universal bank account, I want you to hear me out. I completed that in-person interview. I did not ask the lady what is the position. I did not ask her about benefits. I did not ask her about salary. After the interview, and I called a few people and told them that I got the job. They asked what I was going to be doing. I say, I don't know, but I got the job. She's checking my references and she wants a copy of my nursing certificate because she wanted confirmation that I was indeed a nurse in my other life. And then the following day, she called me back to let me know she got back one of my references and there was no need to search out for my nursing certificate because she thinks she's going to be all right when she gets the other reference. And I said, okay. I had already called Jamaica and asked one of my batchmates to check out about how to get the certificate to her because all of my belongings are still in storage packed away. And I was not going to unpack a whole storage unit to find those documents. And I tell you, when the universe allows you to draw from your universal bank account, things just fall into place. I'm taking my time with this because I want you all to get it. I want you all to understand what I'll be sharing with you guys in the months and weeks coming up. I want you to use my experience and my story as a stepping stone for yourselves and where you are looking forward to go. Then she got the second reference and she affirmed that she does not need the nursing certificates anymore. We are good to go. She wants me to get the background check. I need to pay for it and then she will reimburse me. And during that time, I was going through a storm and I told her, I do not have the available funds to pay for that. Could you pay for it? She says she has to get permission. Give her 2 days. I tell you, when the universe got your back, she called me in 2 hours and said she got the permission to pay for my background check. I need to come and get the check. And she's going to give me the number to make the appointment. You know when I knew how much the salary pay? On the 5th of September, when I report for work. When I report for duty. when I was filling out my direct deposit slip, I went in her office and I said, could you tell me what the salary is, because I am putting my paperwork together for my direct deposit? And then she told me. And let me tell you guys, there is such a certainty for me pursuing this job, and I knew I didn't have to worry, because guess what? It's more than the money. The universe brought me there for a reason. On Friday, she said to me, I want to implement some of your programs that you do in the curriculum here for these participants. My program, guys. My program, I'm there 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So when the universe makes way for you, there's absolutely no one that will be able to stand in your way. She wants to incorporate some of my programs that I am doing in my business into their curriculum for their participants. I did not ask her, but when I sat at that interview, I was frank, I was bold, I was unapologetic. I told her what brought me to Florida. I told her 5 or 6 days a week, I'm on a little platform called TikTok. Sometimes I'm on Facebook. Sometimes I'm on Instagram. And I am speaking with people from all over the world because I am called to make a difference in their lives. I said to her, I am a servant. I am called to make a difference in people's lives. That's why I am in Florida, I said to her. And as I shared my story with her, I noticed the emotions that I was stirring in her. I noticed her teary eye. And she said, that is amazing. This Friday before, I worked until 5:30. And before we left the office, she hired a new lady. So it was her and the new lady, and I was there. And she began sharing with me. And she got to understand more about who I am. I said to her, I'm no longer religious. I'm now spiritual. I said, that's who I want to be labeled as. I say, I am the church. I am an evangelist. Everywhere I go, I take the church with me. I said to her, if I never set foot in another church building, I want the world to see the church in me as I approach them and as I open my mouth. I say, here are the things that I believe. And she said, me too. She said, I am Jewish. Born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts. She said, when I started working with this organization, and we had to have staff meeting, they wanted to start the staff meeting with devotion. She said, I was born and raised Jewish. I didn't know what devotion was. And she said, the first time when it was my time to do it, she said, I made such a mess of it. And from that day until this day we are talking, 15 years later, we have not done another devotion at the staff meeting. But she said, Daphne, whew, the things that you believe in, Daphne, are the same things I believe in. She said, now I am bold and I'm unapologetic. I don't have to be ashamed about the things that people say I don't know. I say, you just need to be willing, be open, be ready to unlearn and relearn. I shared this story about my Toby, losing Toby. I shared that story with her. I shared this story about still knowing that Toby is with me, and all three of us grown women were there, and we began crying. We began crying because there was so much love being exchanged and so much understanding and so much visibility that we were so much more than religion. And this is why I want to talk to you about the why and soul purpose system that has transformed and empowered my life. Nothing began happening in my life until the day when I came to the realization and the understanding that there was so much more to my life than the four walls of the church building. The day when I became bold and unapologetic in knowing that I was universally guided and directed was the day when I blew the lid off that box that I was in. I have lost a few associates. acquaintances, and some I even had called friends. I have lost a few. However, I know, like I know my name, that I am called to be a guide to the world. I am called to be a teacher for humanity. I am called to be a leader for humanity. I am called to go into the darkest areas wherever you might be. That's where I am called to be. And I have said yes to doing that. And the universe has been telling me this is only the beginning. So I am listening for the past year. I sat in the whatever hotel I was living in. I still live at the hotel. I sat and I do the inner work that is required of me. I have learned the lessons that I'm supposed to learn, and I am still learning. Why? Because it is necessary. Because it is my responsibility. Because if I don't do it, nobody else can do what I am supposed to do. I am the one that is called to do this. Over these past 12 months, there were days when I did not know where I was going to lay my head. But I can tell you, the universe provides friends who believed in what I was sent to do. I have friends who sell money to keep a roof over my head. Friends who cash up money to keep a roof over my head. Friends who cash up money for my grocery. All because they believe in what I am called to do. They did not do it of their own accord. They listened to whatever the Spirit was telling them to do. Hello, Miss Ramona. Hello. Please go ahead and put that information in that box for me, Queen. Thank you. You know, people like you, I just looked up and saw her. Ramona Parker. She's 1 in a million. Even when she's going through her stuff, she's always there for me and to lift me up. I'm telling you guys, I want you to pay attention. We are sending out invitation for you to join me on a master class, and I want you to tell others about it. Because there is no sense in me keeping this to myself. Because many of the people who are out there who are successful, they are letting you think and believe that it is always hunky-dory and that it is always a bed of roses. But I'm telling you this Sunday, it is not always a bed of roses, but I've always stood up after I fell down. And there are always people in my corner. My car has never, ever run out of gas. Over these past 12 months, I've never been hungry. Over these past 12 months, I have never slept in my car. Even when my flesh was saying sometimes that I'm not going to have the money to pay the hotel, there's always a ram in the bush. Only because I have learned and understand about my why and my sole purpose. Each and every one of you who are listening to me now, whether you're listening on Instagram, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on TikTok, whether you're on LinkedIn or YouTube, you have the same ability to tap into what it is that I have tapped into. My question to you is, are you willing to let go of what you are accustomed to? Are you willing to let it go? Are you willing to allow your bank account that is always in 4, 5, 6 figures? Are you willing to let it go and look at an empty book with zero and to say to yourself, I am yours. I am totally surrendering to you. Hear me when I tell you, it's not easy. But when you realize that you have no control, you got to say to yourself, it's either this way or the highway. I oftentimes reminisce about Mother Teresa. And I look and I said she was the most affluent woman in this world. Look at the amount of lives that she has touched. Look at the lives that she has touched. You and I might never be able to touch the amount of lives that she has touched. However, we can touch somebody. We can touch somebody. I don't know when Ramona sent it to me, but Tabitha Brown. There are a couple of days, maybe the past 3 days, I wasn't feeling 100. But in the 4 o'clock this morning, I looked on my phone and I noticed a video of Tabitha Brown that she sent to me. And boy, was that on time. Was that on time? Was that on time? I want to tell you all, yes, I am working. I am still open to do my consultations. And you can check on my link tree, linktr.ee/Dynamic Daphne. I have modified the times when I work. Prior to my working, I used to work 11 to 7. Now I fix it and I have different times. The times are there when you can book your appointment. And I have scheduled those times based on when I am working at the job. And I also am doing the link is in the Facebook group where you can register for the Zoom calls with me. After we do the 1-hour Zoom call to speak with you about the Why and Soul Purpose Masterclass, then those of you who like what you hear, you will get invited to book an appointment to talk one-on-one with me. I will discuss with you your present circumstances and issues and see whether or not those are things that I am able to help you with. And for those of you who are a match with me, I will be inviting you to work with me for 45 days. 45 days. I will be inviting you to work with me in an intensive coaching program where we're going to rub you really hard. We're going to fluff your feathers. There will be some tears too. I know, because guess what? There's no transformation without tears. During those 45 days, I will help you to heal. I will be helping you to heal. But the goal is, after that healing and after that process, you too will confirm what is your why and soul purpose and where you need to go with that. You too will understand what makes you stand out. You too will know that you were not called to be like everybody else. You too will know that you have a story to tell. I'm looking that many of you here will text the number in my bio so you can get your invitation to come to the Zoom masterclass. Because let me tell you, this program is not for everybody. But to get more details, you need to be at the masterclass. And after you get to the masterclass and you book the 1 hour free meeting with me, and when we get in that conversation, you are going to realize that that program is not for punks. It's for people who are ready to root up all those deep bedded veins of mediocrity, and who is ready to say, I want to now extend my branches. You have been a root underneath, running acres underneath for way too long. And if that's you, I am encouraging you to please send a request to get an invitation so you can be at the masterclass. And at the masterclass, we'll tell you how to book your meetings. Let me tell you something. Every individual that you have seen or heard has had some setbacks in their lives. Many of them has quit on themselves, but those who you are hearing and seeing are the ones who did not quit but gave themselves a second chance. It is our time now for second chances. It's my time. It is your time. Stop settling for mediocrity because you were born for greatness. Stop. Stop. If I didn't quit these past 12 months, you all know I love my clothes and everything like that. And majority of my clothes is in storage. I've lost some weight now. I don't know what can fit me when I open that storage. But did I quit during that turmoil and that tornado and everything? No. Did I cry? Yes. Did I cry? Yes. Did I cry? Yes and yes and yes. But after each tears, I washed my face. I washed my face. And I said, I'm ready. I'm ready. I am not quitting. I can't quit. I am ready. Even when my phone is off, I am ready. I am ready. When the gas is low in the tank and I can't make it here at the library to be in this gorgeous room to record, I do it right where I am. The lighting is bad and the internet Wi-Fi is bad, but I still do it. Before I used to drive 20 minutes to come to the library. Now the universe placed me where I only travel 8 minutes to come to the library. 8 minutes, guys. So are you ready? What are you willing to do? Yes, you might not sound like me. Your story might not be like mine. But the question is, are you ready to explore your story? Are you ready to be vulnerable enough to let others know that it is all right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Or are you stuck behind pride and ego and shame and guilt? You got to make a choice. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Are you willing to answer your call? There's a saying that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Have you been missing your teachers every time that they come by? Are you ashamed and afraid because of what all the naysayers and the gossipers are saying about you? You got to know that what they are saying is not about you. It is all about their own shortcomings. So do not get distracted. Do not get distracted about what the other people are saying. Because what they are saying is none of your business. What you all think or say about me is none of my business. I just got to grab and pull myself up every time that I fall. Every time I fall, I'm pulling, I'm getting up. You know, the last place, the last hotel I was living, I wasn't able, the housekeeper that cleaned my room, I wasn't able to tip her money. But whatever I cooked, I always gave her a plate. Whenever I go shopping, I would always put some of what I shopped for in a bag for her to take home. And I realized I had some extra deodorant that I had bought from Avon from my neighbor when I was in Connecticut. And I had extras, and I gave her some. And one day the Spirit said to me that this lady was going through some things. And I called her, I said, listen, stop by my room when you're on your lunch break. And I did some spiritual work with her. And yesterday, she called me. And she said, Miss Daphne, I'm just calling to check in on you, she said. And I just want to thank God for bringing you in my life, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And she said, you had told me to do that thing for 21 days. My 21 days is up. What should I do? And I said to her, You know, when I'm working with you, I was working in the Spirit. I have no idea what the Spirit told you to do. And she told me what she was instructed to do when I was working with her. And I said, yes, girl, you continue that for the rest of your life. I said, you don't stop doing that. That is going to be part of your life. And she said, oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Blessings. Blessings. I could have very well said I'm not able to tip her at $10 or $5 or $20. But I remember one week, I went to the supermarket and I got 2 watermelons for $5. 2 big watermelons for $5. I gave her a half and I kept 1.5 for myself. We don't know what the little things will mean to others. The little things will be a super, super blessing in somebody's life. And she said to me, you remember that time when you called me to talk to me? I was going through something with my son in college, she said. And I want to thank you because after you spoke with me, I don't know how, but what it was I needed to help out with college came together for me. So I'm telling you, when I invite you to come to that master class, please show up because you will get your breakthrough. Whether or not you are going to be part of the 45 days to work with me, still come to the Zoom masterclass so you can receive your breakthrough. You can receive your breakthrough. I know that we all, what is it now? Almost 3 years. We have gone through a devastation of the pandemic. Some people lost relatives and dear loved ones. But now is our time to live our lives boldly and unapologetically. Let us live our lives without boundaries and borders. Because today is the day when you and we do not have another day. We do not have another day. Let us live our lives unapologetically. Let us live our lives unapologetically. Let us forgive and accept others. Let us collaborate together because oh my Lord. Thank you. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. Thank you, Queen. Lord, you know I'm not seeing too well. Yes. So let us be supportive of each other. How can we come together? How can we come together to lift each other up? Each and every one of us. We don't need to keep our skills and expertise a secret. I might be able to support what you're doing. Ramona might be able. Janice might be able. Let it be known what it is that we come to the table with. No need to be greedy. But let's say, here is what I have. I remember as a child growing up in Jamaica, people used to exchange things, produce, ground provisions, fruits, meats. But now we live in a time when everybody is so selfish. Everyone is so selfish. Everyone is so selfish. So guys, I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on the masterclass. The link is in Facebook. The link is in not click on the link tree in my TikTok. And if you go onto Facebook, you can click it. The link is long, but if you send a text message to 203-885-5093, we will be sure to send you the link for the link for the link for I'm trying to type that thing in. The link for the masterclass. We cannot type it in TikTok because TikTok will not let it go through. But if you send a text to 203-885-5093, you will be able to get the link to sign up for the masterclass. All right, does anyone have any question? Please go ahead, type your questions. Now I have my glasses on. I have to go in the replay and read the comments and see what others are saying. Any questions, guys? Oh, the link is on all pages. Okay, thank you. So the link is on TikTok, it is on Instagram, it is on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Thank you guys very much. And please be sure to invite somebody else. Share with someone else. Let me see if there's anybody who wants to come in. I'm going to invite this person. I have no idea who this person is. But if I invite you on TikTok to come live, keep your camera on. I think that's a new person that I just followed. So I want to thank everyone who came to this live, and look at my Booksy. Let me type the Booksy thing in. So now I have, remember before I was only working 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now I have flexible times that I work, and you can book for whatever time you want. Some nights I'm working up until 11 p.m. because I start working at 7 p.m. Because some days I'm on the job until 5:30. So when I leave work at 5:30, then I see my clients to start at 7 p.m. So anybody anyone on TikTok wants to come live, send the request and let me know. Okay, I see somebody coming. You need Miss Pusey. Turn your camera on, honey. Do you have 1,000 people?
1,000.
You
I don't remember how much I have.
You Jamaican?
I think so.
All right, so put your
Yes,
put your camera on. Put your camera on.
I don't have a camera. This is the camera.
What part of Jamaica you from?
Kingston.
Okay, put your camera on, honey.
Camera.
All right, I'm gonna. You see it? All right, there you are, but it dark. I can't see you. So how you doing, me love?
I'm good. I'm trying to be good.
No, you're not trying to be good. You're good. I think I just followed you yesterday or today or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I look on the picture. So thank you so much for your support.
You're welcome.
So where are you now?
I'm in Kingston, Stony Hill.
Oh, you're in Jamaica. You're in Stony Hill. Okay, my family live up Smokyville.
Manningsville, that's near to Smokyville. That's where I
Okay,
live.
okay. So you're still back home in Jamaica.
I've never traveled before. I've never traveled out of Jamaica.
Oh my Lord. So thank you for coming on here. It's a pleasure to see you. It's a pleasure to see you.
Same to you.
So you have any question you want to ask me?
No, I don't. No, because I don't know what it's all about. I just come on it and listen.
Well, you know what? You can, and I understand, but you can look and go watch as many of my videos as you want, and you can.
I was going to watch. I was going to watch a video, but I don't know if it was my internet. When I came back from down by the shop, I see where I was breaking up. So
yeah, sometime, but yeah, I have a lot of videos, so you watch them, and then I do spiritual work. If you
can you give me an idea? Can you give me an idea of what you do now so I can ask?
Okay. I do spiritual work. I'm an intuitive healer, and I do prophetic. Hey, hello. I do prophetic readings. That's why I say you can book. You can click on the link tree link in my bio, and you can see all the areas that I work in. Hello, and I don't. Once you go on there, it will show you. It depends on what. I want to ask you. Go ahead. I want to ask you is, I have a son, and he applied for the cruise ship job. Will he get that job? I don't do public reading, Miss Pusey. Everything everything has to be done by appointment. Okay. So you got how long ago he applied? He has to have a positive attitude about it. He went into the interview, you know. He went into the interview, and I don't know, he never finished the application what he was supposed to fill in something, so he had to do it back over. Well, why don't you? So, you can because you can. How old is your son? 28. Okay, you can let him click on my bio, and he can book a consultation for himself. Okay. So that I can go through things with him. I will tell him. Yeah, just book on their different times. The times is in Eastern time zone. So my time is 1 hour earlier than your time. Okay. Because now is 1:06 for you, is 2:06 for me. Yeah, I know. Okay. I know. All right. So you go through, you will learn a lot from the videos, and just click on that link tree link, and you know how to connect with me, and we can go from there. Okay then, thank you. All right, Miss Pusey, you take care. You too. All right, ma'am. Bye-bye. Yes, I get so excited when I get very excited when I see my my Jamaican people on. All right. So, guys, anybody else has any questions? Miss Ramona, do you have any questions? All right, somebody come in. Put your camera on, please. Please. All right. Well, you can be on live if your camera can't come on then. You got to have 1,000 people. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Apparently, I touched something, and the live ended. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Yes, Miss Ramona. Do you have any questions? Do you want to come live? Okay. So I think I'm going to end YouTube. So again, guys, remember the link for the masterclass is in the comment section. Check it out, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you on my next broadcast. I'm going to end on Linktree and YouTube and Facebook now. So my apologies for all those people who was on TikTok that I just end. All right. So I look forward to seeing you on the next live.